all our advanced technology and internet sleuthing. On this planet, there are places where secrets are not revealed. Welcome to our channel, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 mysterious places on Earth. There are secrets in every desert, but few have attracted as much attention or stumped the scientific community as the Namib Desert in southern Africa. There are spots on leopards, but grasslands. That's not normal. For as long as anyone can remember, the desert has been home to sparse fields of grass, dotted with notably barren patches, dubbed fairy circles for their roughly circular shape. Their appearance is totally unnatural, yet no human hand was involved in their creation. Locals give various supernatural explanations, from gods to dragons, while scientists propose termite behavior and competition between plants for water. In the absence of a definitive answer, the polka dot landscape continues to inspire speculation. There have been numerous maritime and aviation disasters in this region of Lake Michigan, which is often compared to the Bermuda Triangle, which we'll discuss later. An area among the most notorious is the strait linking Lake Michigan and Green Bay, known as the Port des Morts or Death's Door, which often results in shipwrecks due to hidden shoals and unpredictable winds. But there have also been reports of UFOs, sea monsters, underwater Stonehenge alignments, and theories about time and space portals in the Triangle. However, the most famous airline accident occurred when Northwest Orient Airlines Flight 2501 crashed in 1950, killing all 58 passengers and crew members, and making it the worst airline accident in the United States to that time. Although mass burial sites have been discovered in local cemeteries, only light debris and human body fragments were found. Searches for the wreckage continue regularly. On this island in the Bay of Bengal, an indigenous tribe has lived for 60,000 years. Perilous reefs surround the island, and boats that do land are met with a hail of arrows. Thus, little is known about the Sentinelese. Language is unclassified and population estimates range from 50 to 400. As tensions rose between locals and anthropologists on one failed expedition, some of the indigenous women made off with warriors and proceeded to have sex on the beach. That's certainly one way to cool off. Who are the Sentinelese and what are their beliefs and customs? How do they view our metal ships and flying machines? The world at large may never make contact, aside from rocks and arrows to the head. That might not be a bad thing. Humanity has accomplished some pretty amazing things thanks to technological advances. Despite a distance of 13.8 billion miles, we can still receive information from Voyager 1. How is it that we cannot maintain radio signals while traversing through this stretch of desert in Mexico? A pilot reportedly had his equipment go haywire while flying over the area in the 1930s. During the 1970s, the U.S. Air Force conducted a recovery mission involving a test rocket and radioactive materials. Since then, there have been reports of radio and phone signals randomly dropping in the area, though not consistently. UFO, as well as mutated plants and animals, have also been reported in the Silent Zone. It's one of the most famous stretches of sea in the world, so no introduction is necessary. There have been numerous odd and unexplained occurrences in this roughly triangular patch of ocean, defined by Florida, Bermuda, and Puerto Rico. Since the late 15th century, Christopher Columbus and his crew reported seeing a mysterious light here in 1492. Many ships were lost throughout the 1800s, and many of them were never recovered. Ships were soon joined by aircraft as they began to take to the skies above these troubled waters during the 1900s. Theories have included everything from the Gulf Stream to compass anomalies to UFO, but the mystery remains. A grove of pine trees, unlike any other, can be found in West Pomerania, Poland, just outside of Nowe Sarnowo. Their trunks are uniformly shaped strangely and date back to approximately 1930. All of them have a sharp bend followed by a progressive C-shaped curve. Extreme winds are typically responsible for bending trees, but they aren't uncommon. There's nothing of the sort here. People assume the trees are the result of human intervention. However, to achieve this effect across 400 trees would have taken a great deal of effort and coordination over a long period of time. A snowstorm may have uniformly damaged the trees, but neither explanation is satisfactory. There are 887 monolithic stone statues on this remote Pacific island. These silent sentinels, carved by the Rapa Nui people as early as 1250 CE, line the coast with their backs to the sea, many half buried under centuries of soil. People built and transported such huge figures, some of which weighed over 80 tons. Oral histories recount that the statues walk into place of their own volition, but scholars have proposed various theories, including that they move by rocking their bases back and forth as if walking. The island's stone guardians could not protect the Rapa Nui people, whose population has been greatly reduced by deforestation, European diseases, and Peruvian slavers, leaving the truth shrouded in mystery. The San Luis Valley, located in south-central Colorado and extending into New Mexico, is like a lightning rod for paranormal activity and strange phenomena. San Luis has reportedly witnessed UFO, flying humanoids, and Bigfoot sightings. In the 1970s, the area was also the site of a number of strange animal mutilations that have not been solved and have been attributed to alien activity. In the case of one horse, the cuts were extremely precise. There was a chemical smell in the air, and the decomposition was completely unnatural. The footprints end about 100 yards away from the body, and its wounds appear to have been cauterized. This is just one of many anomalies the area is known for. A U.S. Air Force facility or a repository for extraterrestrial technologies. This remote research facility is located deep in the Nevada desert, where it has served as a test site for experimental aircraft and weapons, with the dry bed of Groom Lake acting as an ideal airfield. A series of alleged UFO sightings and the secrecy surrounding the base have led to allegations that it houses crashed and reverse-engineered alien spacecraft, as well as alien collaborators. Many skeptics believe the UFO were reflections of light on the fuselage of aircraft, such as the Lockheed U-2, but former employees claim to have worked with extraterrestrial engineers in an underground facility. A ring of standing stones around 5,000 years old is surrounded by ancient burial mounds in Wiltshire, England. For decades, scholars have debated the significance of Stonehenge. Some granite stones came from 150-mile distances. How did prehistoric people transport them? Theories include long tracks of logs, sleighs on grease tracks, and of course, aliens. Merlin should not be forgotten. The site's function is also disputed. Was it a burial site, a healing center, or an observatory? Is there a portal to another universe? Perhaps a kind of elaborate team-building exercise? According to researchers at the Royal College of Art, the bluestones have unusual acoustic properties, ringing when struck, which was often associated in ancient cultures with mystical properties. No matter what the explanation, few can deny the site's splendor.